Very good afternoon. Ellarukum vanakkam. My speech today will be on tools for transformation and growth in the new world economic order. Mr. Gopal, you can play the video.
Mr. Gopal, there's no sound.
Thank you, Mr. Gopal. Let me come back to the presentation. You saw the video. You all think that machines will overtake the humans. Will we be subdued? This is some fear in people who see this video. Let me tell you, who made these machines? We made the machines. So we will have the knowledge and technology to combat these machines and make use of them to our advantage. Always think positive, that things will be to our advantage rather than negative. Given the 20 minutes of time, I'll try my best to discuss with you a few major issues concerned. Epidemic or pandemic is not new to us. Let us see the slide for historical aspect of global epidemic or pandemic cases. Now, if you look at the slide, when I did the research, the 15 pages full of details about the various kinds of viruses that took place in the various centuries. Then there were another 16 pages of references, but I have here highlighted only some of them, just to let you know that it's not something that is new to us, but something that we have been challenging centuries after centuries. We have been facing them, challenging them, and winning over them. The first virus was diagnosed in 1200 BC by Indian scholars. SARS was identified in Fushan, Guangdong, China on 6th November 2002. SARS coronavirus 2 is a new strain of coronavirus that emerged in Wuhan, China, leading to COVID-19 pandemic. This is related to the original SARS in 2002 and 2003. As you can see, these challenges are not new to us. As our previous speakers have already covered in depth about the current situation we are all in, hence I'll bring all of you straight to the point. Tools for transformation and growth, the new world order. No point of me repeating whatever they have said. So the topic is such that it overlaps one and the other. Transformation on leadership. The rising new meaning to the word leader and leadership. At changing times such as this, expectations on leaders and their styles is changing consistently. Without being present beside you, they need to empower you. In this year, they need to learn how to work with trust on their team and create self-managing teams, which would take more effort and time compared to managing a team. So the future working style or workforce will be more agility in work style, will be practiced, working from home, flexible working hours, similar to what is already taking place now. In Singapore, this has been practiced many years back, but now Corona has made it a very important lifestyle in our transformation. Great. So the effect on leadership, let us look at other features. Let me explain to you further. The ample time and effort is needed initially. Once in place, teams will be much faster in productivity, even when the leaders are not around to monitor them. This is a magic of investing in the creation of self-managing teams. And hence, the increase in agile processes across the globe in the recent times. Let me see the tools, physical systems, hardware, which some of the speakers have touched earlier. As our leadership and working styles have changed, we need to seek better tools and could facilitate our new working styles. Hardware, better models, laptops, iPads, smartphones, and other working equipments that has provided high performance. The productivity has increased substantially due to the inventions of new hardware and the production level of this hardware, the performances of this hardware. Look at the software for facilitation of remote teams and expeditious work process. Now, during this COVID period, we see how the way we are conducting the meeting today is done by internet, Zoom, or web seminars. Many other programs are run through the Zoom and similar programs on the internet. People complain, oh, there's a security issue, cyber security, other related security issues. Let me tell you, Apple was hacked, cryptocurrency was hacked, Zoom got hacked, as well as the Singapore government health database, where hackers got access to 1.5 million people's data. Oh, it's atrocious. Just imagine your personal data, somebody's having it, and they'll know exactly what's your problem. Therefore, just these equipments, the processors, the systems, all are created for commercial purposes and industrial purposes. But when individuals started using it, they did not take real care in utilizing them. Some of them putting passwords like 1, 2, 3. What's their password like? So this allows infiltrators to come in. So they have to add multi-layer systems in all these softwares. So when you have many more layers, the software becomes more secure. When lesser layers, the software becomes more prone to hackers. Another factor we have to look into this, the hackers, which you all know. Willing and determined hacker with the right resources will be able to hack into any system. But it's up to us to upgrade the system. Now, with the introduction of cloud and all that, this has been eliminated further. Let us look at the macro level of the whole economic order. This does not change many aspects of our human life, but how does our changing work styles impact the new world economic order? Nowadays, especially during the pandemic, we are left with not much choices and a push further into working with teams remotely positioned, hence leading to an increase in the usage of daily communication tools such as Zoom, Ring Central, Google Team, Hangout, Slack, etc. People like me, I'm 71 years old, and when this issue of virus came in, I'm technologically out. So I have to learn from my younger employees. But during the time, within the last 6 months, I found that by learning these skills in IT, I'm able to run my own Zoom programs, conversations with my clients, which increased productivity. So instead of sitting at home and thinking what to do next, or watching TV or sleeping, we go into improving our skills of technology and many other skills which we are lack of. So I have took up a course during the last 2 months, and again I'm taking another course next month. This is done while at home. This is possible because of the new working styles and the impact on each and every individual. What this leads to? Usage of more communications tools. This led to reduction of non-leisure travelers, hence leading to the suffering of travel and hospitality industries. As business people, when we use Zoom and communicate worldwide with our clients, what happens? We travel less, so the airline industry is affected. If airline industry is affected, what happens? The hospitality industry in general, the hotels, the people, the transportation people, the people who are carrying you from the airport to the hotel, the taxi drivers, the restaurants which depend on you, the retail sales shops that depend on you, all suffer. It's a chain reaction. So what do? We must be resilient and overcome this through our confidence level. I give an example of one of my clients. He is partially blind and he's a gold trader. He carries his gold. Of course, his wife helps him to the Middle East, other countries, and does his business physically, but traveling worldwide. What happened was, when the coronavirus came in, there was no flights for him. He could not travel, so he was crippled, and all his employees were so fearful of losing their jobs. But this man, in spite of his handicap, he thought, why do I sit down and cry at home? Let me see what else I can do. So immediately he thought of new ways of doing, new methods of selling his product. And I'm very sure he'll be successful the next few months. So therefore, what we need is confidence level. Business community needs confidence level to move forward and improve their skills. The workforce need to improve their skills. When you say skills, what kind of skills? Skills that which they're going to face in future, which they need in future usage. And many skills, maybe many businesses will be closed because of the changes in the skills and technology. So taking example of the artificial intelligence, which we saw in the first video, have taken over multiple industries that has created a domino effect in our current economic order. Let us look at some of them. Hospitality industry, as I told you, restaurants, hotels, casinos, amusement parks, even cruises, entertainment, etc. All the tourism related services from airline down. Nowadays, when you go to a restaurant, they give you an iPad, you just select what you want. And in order to place the order, within a short while, your food is presented to you on your table. You don't need a waiter to place your orders. So every level of our lifestyle is changing and moving fast and reducing our cost and time. Technological advancement in marine building and industrial and related to industrial robotics. Robots have today replaced humans in so many ways. Some of the industries affected are like motor car industries. Now 80% of the motor car industry is handled by robots. Robotics plays a major part in not only in industrial, but also in building as well as marine sectors. Our traffic policemen today will be, we may be surprised, they'll be replaced by these robots in time to come. So if you look at our Singapore airport, you can see how the traffic is being controlled by these robots. The oil and gas industry is again, an oil price has gone to $30. So you just imagine, no time that the price of oil has gone to that level. So these industries will be replaced by more affordable sources like renewable energy, solar panels, which are being introduced to generate energy. A few years back, it was expensive, but it's becoming cheaper and cheaper. So in future, I do not know whether oil will be necessary. Health industry, hospitals, the doctors, a lot of complaints on doctors nowadays that because of fatigue and their skills, lack of their certain skills at certain levels. But the robots nowadays are able to operate certain processes and surgery and other medical performances in surgery very accurately without making much mistakes. So every industry, health industry, hospitals, doctors are all affected. What they must do, they must go into the next level of training these robots for better skills. So teach the robots something different. So the doctors must again go back and learn. Research and development is moving very fast. And I hope we'll get a remedy very soon for this coronavirus. If it comes, then you see we have one battle won against virus. Of course, future viruses will come. We must be ready for them. But we have learned our lesson as how to combat them, how to improve ourselves, take measures and remedial measures that's required to combat these viruses. Education. Today, 10,000 teachers will be replaced by 1,000 teachers. So what happens? This 1,000 teachers will be able to teach students many, many times more than the 10,000 teachers who taught students. This is possible because of the online teaching and learning process and training. The last several months during the COVID period, we saw how training was conducted online. Including myself, we benefited in this training and learning process. I'm quite sure many of the participants today would have benefited from this online learning and training process. And this has to continue, and this will be the norm in future. Logistics for all the above industries were mentioned, processing, warehousing, transportation, whatever. Logistics issues of all the industries, again, are being transformed into high tech. So we have to move on with all these industries using less manpower. The people will have a fear. What happened? What will happen to all the people who lost their jobs? Do not fear. Earlier days, When something new came up, they say, oh, when IT came up, they say, oh, all the people are going to lose their job. But today, we have more jobs generated because of IT. So likewise, believe in yourself, believe in the system that we will, the only thing we have to do is have confidence and train, retrain, and keep our confidence level high all the time. You will succeed. Let us move on. Coming to the micro level, the lifestyle which we are seeing today, the easiest thing, of course, I'm very hungry now. So immediately I just put online order for my food and is being delivered to my doorstep. How happy I am. I don't have to drive. I don't have to park my car. The food order is delivered to me and I save a lot of time and money. That goes for groceries and other supply chain services. Entertainment. You can't go to the cinemas now. So you have more entertainment at home. So again, the same thing, savings, efficiency. You can have a variety of shows or kind of cinemas you want to watch. Working from home has become a norm. It will not go back. In Singapore, they started many years back, but recently it has become a norm, and in future it will continue to be a norm. There's no turning back. Coming to the family roles of family members, changing roles of family members. Wives are working, husbands are working. Wives work at home and look after the children and the household chores. Likewise, husbands complement the wives in looking after the children and the chores of the household. So this again will be the norm, and it will generate higher productivity and better life for families. So why are we fearful? Let us look at an example of some of our current leaders or some of the leaders who have taken global role, Google, IBM, Microsoft, Adobe, MasterCard, Arista Networks, Nokia, and senators United States. See, our Indians are globally becoming renowned people well known all over the place. What does this show? It shows that we have the capacity, we have the ability to fight against anything and win and be successful. This is the reflection. Therefore, what we need is a unity and confidence level. Unity in a sense that we are united, even though there's a diversity in our Indian diaspora, we are united in a form that is the Indian diaspora. The issue we all have to learn is think less of our racial division, think less of our religious division, think that we are one community, one family in the Indian diaspora, and have the confidence we will be the global leaders of tomorrow. Examples you see. A small saying from The Art of War. Sun Tzu, of course, all of you would have heard of this gentleman, philosopher from China, who wrote The Art of War. He says, if you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. If you know yourself, but not the enemy, every victory gained will also suffer defeat. If you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you succumb in every battle. Therefore, what we need is the acumen to analyze things, plan ahead, work towards our success. I have a lot more to share with you, but unfortunately, the time given is very short. I have a lot of videos to be shown, but I don't think the time permits. Therefore, I wish to acknowledge with thanks the people who have contributed in the data processing and analyzing my work. And I wish the earlier speakers who gave a lot of data and information on this topic, I wish to thank them and the organizers for organizing this program. And next time, maybe give us more time. We'll give more information to the community and share our experiences more to the community. Thank you very much.